Thank you everyone for joining me today. I think this is going to be 2 interesting days with lots of information and knowledge sharing. There will be an overdose of AI for sure, but I think it's inevitable. It's not just that we need to accept it, I think we should embrace it. And my session will also have a little bit of the AI part. Thank you once again for joining me here. So let me start by asking a question. How many of you have heard about the term called popcorn moment in the context of new discovery, new inventions? Do I see any hands? Just a couple of hands I see. I think you can make a guess of what that popcorn moment is. Basically, if you, let me try to explain. So if you try to make popcorn the old-fashioned way, just heat up a pan, put a little bit of oil, put the corn kernels in, what happens? Right? So first 1 or 2 minutes, nothing happens. Then the first kernels will start popping. And within like about 1 to 2 minutes after the first kernel start popping, you will see the entire popcorn getting made. And if you ask people what's going to happen, let's assume you put those people in that room of the popcorn as the popcorn is getting made. You ask them what's going to happen. So one set of people are going to say, nothing has happened for the last 1 or 2 minutes. So nothing's going to happen in the next 1, 2, 3 minutes. So it's a linear prediction. Nothing happened for 2 minutes, so nothing is going to happen in the next 2 minutes. Then the other set of people are there who have knowledge about this process, who have experienced it before. So they will make this prediction that something will start popping now, and in the next 1, 2 minutes, everything will start, the entire popcorn will be ready. So that's an exponential prediction which is made, right? And we are today in a very similar situation with AI. We have one set of people who's saying the productivity has increased so much that we can actually have 4-day work week. And you have the other set which says we don't know how to use these AI tools for productivity. Worse, actually they say that it has reduced my productivity. I fall in the first group of people with a caveat. And the caveat is that throughout human history, whenever productivity has increased, I don't think we have done less. We have always done more. I don't think we'll be having those 4-day work weeks, unfortunately. We'll be doing more. Instead of solving customer support queries, we will make sure that the customer support queries don't come. Instead of HR doing more mundane stuff, they'll be doing more strategic stuff. Instead of some of us building SaaS software and making some money here, maybe we'll be thinking about going to Mars. So productivity will definitely increase, but we'll be doing more, and we will be doing something much more interesting. So, and the winners, and the winners are going to be the ones in the corporate sense. The winners in the corporate sense are the ones who's going to be able to combine both the AI and the human beings together to create music. The importance of people is not going to reduce, it's going to increase. Human beings are going to be much more valuable in this AI world. As I said, it's not like we'll do less now, we'll do more. So human beings are going to be more and more important. And when human beings are important, HR has to play a very, very important role. And it's not exactly the HR role which all of you are playing today. It has to be more strategic. We have to rethink our entire, job description for HR, which is there. But I feel that HR is the one which will make upskill their employees in the right way, where their companies can thrive in this AI world. Now, there are lots of areas where HR can play a very important role, and I don't have the expertise or the experience to talk about all these places. But I want to pick up one topic, and it's around recognition, which Ashish already mentioned, that I want to pick up the recognition part of it. what needs to be done in the recognition space. And why am I picking up recognition? Because that's the area where we are in. We have the expertise, we have seen it evolve, we are seeing how it is evolving now. And the second is also the data is showing that recognition is one of the areas of concern in this AI world. So let me just throw some data here. All right. So more than 50% of the millennials and Gen Zs are feeling anxious about not being recognized. In another informal survey where they asked about, the top concerns of potential impacts of AI, recognition scores high up there, right? Sorry, it went back. Yeah. Let me see if it goes back. Yeah. So loss of recognition is creating anxiety. And we feel strongly that this is an area which is under-leveraged. If we rethink our recognition programs, there can be a huge impact. Just a small bit of effort can make a huge impact to drive the right kind of behaviors and values in the companies, right? So we're saying that rethink your recognition programs, and what we need today is intelligent recognition. What is intelligent recognition? We just try to frame it in an easier way. We're saying it's a recognition reminder. The 4 R's are there in an intelligent recognition. Recognition reminder, getting notified about when you should recognize someone. Recognition identifier, whom should you recognize? Recognition reasoning, what should you recognize? And how to recognize, right? But the foundational pillars for an intelligent recognition is 2 things. Making sure that it is valuable to the end user and making sure that it is in the flow of the work. So let me just dive a little bit deeper into these 2 pillars. So you get those Facebook birthday wishes. In India, of course, we also get the mutual funds and my loan guys also wishing me birthday wishes. But that's not valuable, right? And today's recognition is something around that. It just some recognition is happening, no one cares about it. It comes there, it flows out. I mean, is it valuable enough? Now take the other extreme, the armed forces. They fought the Kargil war 25, 26 years back. They still wear the badge with pride, right? So that's the recognition they're looking for. That's valuable recognition. Today, if you look at the social media space, right? Instagram, Twitter, all these places, the likes and the comments and the followers, right? That's nothing but a form of recognition, right? That's valuable for them. And people are looking for that. Even in a professional network like LinkedIn, you see those people putting up, top HR voices, top product voices. People are striving to get those badges, striving to get that recognition because that recognition is valuable to them. So we need to make sure that our recognition programs are valuable. And the second part, which I said, was about making it easy and frictionless. So if you just look at your devices, and just look through your emails, I'm pretty sure in the last 1 week, you will see at least one recognition happening in the emails, right? Someone's been said, good job done, thank you for helping me out. All those kinds of recognitions are happening. But no one's going to a different system to go and recognize because there's a friction, right? You have to log on to some other platform and select those people, recognize them. And if there's no value, why to do that, right? So we say intelligent recognition has these 4 R's built on the pillars of value and ease. This is just the beginning of the evolution, and almost 80% of the stuff is already deployed. Other 20% will be deployed in the next 2-3 months there. So this is happening right now, and this is just a starting point. Now, if you have to move in the intelligent recognition way, the first step is to make sure you design your program well, right? It has to move from a tactical play to a more strategic play. I think we already heard a couple of speakers talking about how HR has to become more strategic, right? Recognition is something which you can use to drive behaviors, value, and business outcomes. And the first step is to design the program. So when we first started, trying to help consult companies around designing R&R programs, the problem which we faced was there was not enough expertise and experience in this area. So you want to do a comp design, there's enough expertise in the company, or you can go to enough consultants out there. But when you want to do a recognition program design, it was almost impossible. There were no framework. So we came up with this framework called the AIR framework. I'll of course not be able to get into the details about it. It is basically appreciation, incentivization, reinforcement with an emotional connect. It might still be right now Greek to you, but basically a way to look at different factors which influence your recognition programs. We say this is the air your employees need to breathe. Now, I want to show in the next couple of slides some of these features which have been developed to take you in the path of intelligent recognition. And the idea here is just to open your minds to what is being done right now and what are the possibilities there. Right? So this is something which I'm pretty excited about. Like 4 months back, it was not there, and suddenly, when you see the video, you will see how this AI thing is happening. AI is pulling data from all sources and helping in this entire recognition process. Right now, you just look through your MS Teams chat conversations, but actually, as the company policies evolve, it can look through your emails, look through your documents, everything, and determine the right kind of recognition which needs to be happening. And actually, this just was, I just got notification today morning. Microsoft is having the Build conference in Seattle just yesterday, where we were one of the 100 co-pilot partners which Satya Nadella showcased at the Build event. So this is something very interesting and we are proud of. Now, what this brings in is the value and the ease of use, the two pillars which I talked about, right? It becomes valuable because it's genuine. It picks up real data and shows you the recognition. And it's easy. You get the notification within your working system. You don't need to log on to some other systems there, right? The other one, quick one, which I want to talk about is the profile badge feature which we have that basically makes sure that we're trying to emulate the armed forces value of their recognition, right? My idea here was to open your minds, get you excited to think and rethink about your recognition programs. Of course, if you want to know more, please just join us at our booths here. But download this report which we did last year. It is a benchmarking report with SHRM and AON which we had done. You'll get lots of information. You can also participate in this year's report which we are creating. One last data. So this is a Great Places to Work data. It says that with the right kind of recognition, the workplace experiences improves 4x times. And why I wanted to talk about this is we're just announcing our partnership with Great Places to Work, where the first time we are actually capturing the voice of employees and correlating that with the Great Places to Work experience there. So please, if you get the time, do participate in the Great Place to Work survey also.